How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Trailmakers Creations by me, ThatDomGuy. Today we're going to be working with some new tech. Recently I've been around in a couple of the public servers, showing a few people my newest build called White Lightning. It is available on the shop right now if you want to go have a look. It is an ornithopter that does 750 kilometers an hour using just helicopter blades. So it's interesting. So today we are going to build a hyper wing or a hyper paddle, a hyper flapper, shall we call it? Alright, so the first thing that we're going to want to start with, of course, we're going to want a seat. Now, I'm going to grab a seat that we're not going to get chucked out of, because nobody likes being chucked out their seat, right? So, we're going to start with the seat. We're just going to give it a basic foundation, so as we can stick things to it. Now, you're going to be able to take this design and this new form of propulsion, and this may not be new to some of you. This may be old news to some of you guys. But this is new to me, so I thought I would share it with y'all. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is we want to take a couple of pistons. We want to put them on either side. Now, I normally like to start just off of the ground. We don't want to be right down on the ground, so we're going to raise these up like this. Now, our pistons are going to be set to start position out. We want them to auto reset. Speed is going to be minus 100. Believe it or not, they go faster backwards than they do forwards. So for space, we want to eject. We want to just use that for space, and we want to get rid of the controls for the collapsing because they're going to be starting outwards. Now, this is where it gets important. Our duration is going to be set to 0.05. And again, 0.05 for our pause. And now what that's going to do is, let's go into here. We'll take a look. That's going to give us our pistons that do this. Very, very fast. Very fast. Okay, so then what we want to do there, we want to rotate these so that our connection points are facing forward, because we're going to need those suckers. And then now what we all going to do is we're going to take, let's say we're going to take one of these here, little slopey ones like this, but we want it to slope inwards. We'll put one of these on the end of either piston, like that. Now we're going to take a helicopter engine. Now we're just using this as a servo, free floating servo. So we're not actually going to use power from this here. So it's still going to be a ornithopter. It is going to be powered only by the pistons. And we want to get rid of the connections or the controls on this here. So we want to get rid of those. Makes our maximum speed. And now all we need to do is connect these here to the body, like that. So now, oh, we forgot something. We forgot something very important. Very important. Now, these will not collapse in because this is rigid and this wants to rotate, but this is rigid. There's no flexible points in here. So what we want to do is we want to bring these out one more, and we want to bring these here out with them. Now we got a one gap here at the end of our pistons, and we're going to take a hinge, small hinge, like this. And we're going to put this one here sideways like that, and we're going to put another one on the other side, just like that. Now we want to select them both. And if you're not sure how to do that, select both things. You hold left control, and you will be able to select multiple pieces at the same time. Now once we have these selected here, we want to remove the controls, and we want to drop the strength down to 0. So those are just flex points. Now, when we build this in, our pistons and our engines should do this. So yeah, there's no bang bang, no sparks, no nothing like that. Now, that's not a lot of motion in the helicopter engines, but you will be surprised. So now all we got to do is take a helicopter blade like this, and we want to stand it up, and we want to have it so the scoop, that would normally be the downside of the blade, we want to have that facing outwards, and we want to put that on either side of our heli engine, just like that. Now, I mean, we can't drop it down to the bottom like this. I like to keep it just off of the ground. You can drop them down. Now, let's have a quick try and see what that does when we hit the space button. Oh, look, it wants to pull us forward. That's not too bad. Hey, it's not too bad. But we keep spinning, so we got to come on now. Got to lengthen the tail out a little bit here, like that, and we're gonna put some stability on the end. stability azers. Alright, and we're going to, sure, we're going to put a couple like this. Just in case. Alright, so now that should keep us going straight. Ish. Mostly. Alright, let's try a couple more. Just cause. Not like going straight's all important or anything, but we just wants to see how fast we're going to get going. Now this is dragging on the ground. Don't forget, this is, there's no aerodynamics on here. We're doing 150 kilometers an hour with just those. So now what we want to do is we want to go back into build mode. We want to select our two pistons here. And we want to change 0.05. We want to change that to 0.01. Now that is as low as it can go as far as your intervals. So let's see what kind of difference that makes. Well, now we're doing 200 to almost 220, 216. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, so now you can see the difference if we just add a wee bits. See, like, this is not very aerodynamic, these pieces here. So let's rotate these like that. And rotates this one like that. Now we're going to put a couple of very aerodynamic pieces on the front. Bada bing, bada boom, like this. A couple more on this side. A couple more on that side. And I guess we could put some right up here in front of this block. Now let's see what kind of difference that makes. Well, now we're doing 230, 240. Still rotating a wee bits. That's alright, that's alright. So you can see we're doing 250 already with just these little paddles. Not bad, eh? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Right, so now the next thing that we want to do is we want to try and give it a wee bit more aerodynamics. And if we want to make it a wee bit faster, all we need to do is move these back a wee bit so that we can get the right angle to make this double the length of pistons. So we still need this on the end of our pistons here for our hinge. And then we want to move a couple of these, put a couple of more like that. Maybe put these ones over here like that. Copy that out like that. Bring that about there. So now what we need to do is move these back. So we have a connection here, like that. Same thing on this side. Move it out, move it back to there. Now we need to readjust so that we have something underneath. It's not the greatest for aerodynamics, but it will work. So now we've got double the length of pistons like that. Let's see if that makes any difference. Oh, now we're doing 300. No problem. No problem. And we haven't got any aerodynamics in front of those pieces either. So we will take a couple of these. And oh wait, these are 4 wide, so we can probably use a 1x4 angled slope piece like this. It is the same as a multitude of those other small pieces. So we will go this way like this. And should we try one more time? Oh wait. I see another spot that would have red lines for aerodynamics right here. Now we will see. Is it going much faster? Or is it going 320, almost 330? We're going a lot straighter as well. So there you go, 330 kilometers an hour with just the flapping with the helicopter engine blades. Like that. Alright, so we can again add a wee bit more power if we add a second set of blades behind like this. Because we have another connection point on those heli engines. So now we can do it like this. We will respawn if I have room. Now we are doing almost 400 kilometers an hour. Oh, it's flappy. So you can see how this kind of technology could be very good for making ornithopters for birds that are flying. You could maybe try to use the sails for wings, but the pistons will only move this fast with a limited amount of resistance. So what I will do is I will take these inside ones now. We are going to try to make it faster even still. And we will move this 1, 2, 3, and 4. And same thing inside one here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we will grab a pipe, a 1x4 pipe piece, and put it right in here for to connect the helicopter engine to the outstretched blade, like this. Now, let's see if this would make any difference. Oh, it wants to. It is wanting to. But we are not going as fast. We are not going as fast. So this is where you are having diminishing returns on your goodies. Well, let's see if maybe we get rid of these outside ones and we just use the long one. This is bringing us to 400. This is okay. This is okay. What if we have two sets of long ones? Are we pushing our luck? The luck is the one thing I'm pushing all of the time. All of the time, pushing up the luck. Okay, here we go. Oh, now we are 500, 520. We are doing big circles, getting dizzy, 520. Okay, we need to go straighter. This is a problem. Going in circles. I feel like I'm just going around and around. You spin me right around, baby, right around. Okay, we will try it like this. Maybe. We'll go straight. Go straight. 400, 420. Come on, we want to go faster. We are adding more drag on the ground because we have pieces. Maybe. What if we put skis under the front for low resistance? Zero dragging on the ground, buddy. Okay, we will try that. Let's see. Go. Oh, this 440. Well, still not as good as when we only had one. We will get rid of inside set. And we will see if we are up near 500 again. Oh, 360. 370. So again, a little bit diminishing returns. Let's try moving these back to the... Hey. Try moving these back to the inside. Maybe they had a little bit more motion in there. A wee bit more motion. 350, 360. Or was it the skis? Is it the skis that are buggering us up? Because it's got our nose up off the ground now. So you can see it can be kind of finicky. You will have to try to maneuver your blades and positioning. Let us try. We're going to go with that 8 pipe in here. Like this. Oh, if this works, it should go much faster. Should. According to theory. Trailmaker theory says many parts make you go many faster. But we will see. Let us see. Is it the true thing? Is it the real thing? See, this is too much resistance. It cannot bend them all the way back. So I find sometimes if that is the problem, you need to just simply slow your pistons down. We will go 0 by 0.3 again. Here we go back to the 3. And we see if that is giving us enough time to make those flappy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. And when it does do it, it will just take off like bullet. Come on, you want to. You know you want to. Okay, let's go 0.5. Back to the 5. Back to the 5. Let's see. Here we go. It's getting more flappy. It is not going very fast. Because we slowed down the speed very much. Okay, so you can see that doesn't work when we try and... The longer you go, the more resistance it's going to come across, and it just does not want to swing them that fast. So, I found the double or even just a single set is still the fastest way to go that will function when you're at 0.01. So this is on the ground. So if you were to build this into an airplane, put some wings on it. Once you get into the air, again, it gives you lots of speeds. So I can lift you into the air. Let's see if we put a wee bit of wings on here like that. And maybe copy some of these back like this. Put them on the body. Couple back like this. See if we get a wee bit of lift. Oh, there's a wee bit there, see? We're at 400. And then all you need to do to get yourself off the ground, again, is just give yourself a wee bit of a tail. Like that. Change those controls. Green is always up for me. Change that to 0.1. And then we can do this. Go into the air. Oh, and we can crash really good too. Aye? Aye? So it's nice and quiet except for the wind. And all you need to do is put in your plane controls. And I find that if you just tap your space bar like this, you get lots of speed. Look at that. We're doing 300, almost 400 kilometers an hour. Again, Ornithopter. Put some flapping wings on there. A little more control surfaces. And you will have yourself a zipper. That was the original name for my White Lightning, was going to be the zipper. And this is the White Lightning. This is the one that's on the shop. If you're interested in downloading it, you don't want to build one yourself, go find yourself the White Lightning. You can see it's got the double set of props and the funky red, white, and blue paint job. Again, it's got some flames on the back and our Mad Scientist block. That gives us a little every time we zap it. And as you can see, we're on the ground here. I'm just tapping the space bar. We're doing 300 kilometers an hour. Let's go into the air. I just hold down the space bar and we're up to 750. Sometimes more. You can cruise real nice. But you can see the speed. This is an Ornithopter. This is a 750 kilometer an hour Ornithopter. This thing moves. It's so very fast. Tap, tap. It's crazy, crazy. So yeah, this is on the shop if you want to go download it and have a look. Zip around. Seeing as how the airborne update is coming out soon and we're going to be able to track targets. Go ahead. I dare you to track me. Track me now. How can you track me now? Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. That's all I got for you. Our hyper flippers or hyper flappers or whatever you want to call them. I hope that helps you out. That's a new way of building some propulsion for our Ornithopters. No more flapping and servos and all that good stuff. We've got a super simple way to make powerful Ornithopters now. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I want to say thanks to all you guys. We finally hit 8,000 subscribers. Awesomeness. Awesome sauce. I'm going to try and think of some other cool things to show you in some new videos. Hopefully you'll come back and watch those as well. Hit that notification bell so you find out when it comes out. And we will see you in the next one. Ciao.